Welcome, dear one. Before we begin, click subscribe before you fall asleep. Take a deep breath in and let it out very gently. Again, slowly in and out like a leaf floating on still water. Feel your shoulders soften, your arms grow heavier. Let the rhythm of your breath become slow, natural, quiet. Now picture a forest so still, so ancient that even the trees seem to be sleeping. The light filters down through tall pine branches in soft, golden ribbons. The air is crisp and cool, yet kind, carrying the scent of earth and needles, and something sweet, like wild herbs warmed by the sun. A narrow path, dappled in shadows, winds gently through the trees. It's soft underfoot, layered with moss and fallen needles that muffle every step. You walk slowly, letting the forest wrap around you like a thick blanket. You pass under arching boughs and around sleepy stones blanketed in green. In the distance, there's a low hum, the whisper of wind stirring the pines, the soft hush of leaves brushing together, and now and then, the delicate call of an owl far away, almost like a sigh. As you follow the path, it leads you to a little clearing. The trees part here, just enough to let the sun linger longer, and nestled gently into the edge of this glade is a cottage, made of smooth, time-worn stone and beams of old oak. The cottage looks like it simply grew from the earth itself. Its roof is steep and mossy. Small windows, round and welcoming, glow with the soft gold of candlelight within. Smoke curls slowly, lazily from a stone chimney, spiraling up into the pine-scented sky. The air around the cottage is hushed and warm, and the ground is scattered with lavender, thyme, and small white wildflowers. The only sound is the faint rustle of wind through pine needles and the occasional creak of a wooden shutter swaying gently. You pause for a moment, taking in the sight, breathing in the mingled scent of herbs and wood smoke, and then you notice the door, half open, as if waiting for you. Inside, the air is warmer still. The scent of rosemary and cedar lingers here, mingling with old books, beeswax, and something faintly sweet, like spiced tea. The floors are wide, dark wood, worn with time, soft with braided rugs. There's a hearth in the center, its fire glowing low and steady, casting golden flickers across stone walls. And sitting beside the hearth, rocking slowly in a chair carved from ash wood, is Ilawan. She is quiet and gentle, with silver-threaded hair braided loosely down her back. Her eyes are soft and wise, the kind of eyes that have watched many moons rise and never rushed a single sunset. She looks up as you enter, her smile peaceful. She nods as if she expected you. "Come in," she says softly. "You've walked far." And so you step inside, and the door closes behind you with the quietest click. Eloan moves slowly, like a falling feather. She gestures to a low chair padded with wool and linen near the fire. You sit. You feel the warmth of the flames, the soft give of the cushions, the quiet tick of an old clock somewhere nearby. She pours tea into a clay cup. Steam rises like mist from a lake in early morning. You lift the cup to your lips and sip. The tea is is warm, smooth, a little earthy, a little sweet, hints of chamomile, rosehip, and maybe a whisper of pine. It travels through you like sunlight, softening every corner, quieting every thought. Elowen begins to speak, not in stories exactly, but in memories of how she gathers herbs at dawn when the world is still hushed, of how the foxes come to sit near the edge of the trees in winter, of how the stars seem to hum on clear nights. As she speaks, you listen, not with your mind, but with your whole self, the way trees listen to wind, the way stones listen to rain. And as you listen, time slows, your breath deepens, the fire crackles quietly, and shadows shift gently across the wooden floor. Outside, a breeze stirs, the wind chimes hanging near the porch. Their song is soft, like silver rain falling in a dream. Eloin smiles again, her voice lower now, slower. She tells you of her evening rituals. First, she lights the lanterns, one by one, each with a little flicker, a gentle glow. Their light is amber and soft, like the last light before sleep. Then she steps outside, barefoot on the stone steps, and listens to the forest breathe. She speaks to the owls, not with words, but with nods and with silence. Sometimes they answer, sometimes they simply watch, wide-eyed and still, guardians of the dusk. You imagine yourself standing there too, beside her, the forest stretching in all directions, dark and kind and endless. The sky above scattered with stars, the smell of damp pine, the feel of cool stone beneath your feet, and you breathe in and out, like the trees, like the wind. Now, the hour grows late. The fire is softened to a glow. The teacup is empty in your hand, and Elawan begins to hum, a song with no words. It is not a tune to be remembered, nor one that needs remembering. It is a lullaby of wind and moss and moonlight, and it drifts through you as your eyes begin to feel heavy. She rises quietly and brings you a blanket woven from wool and the quiet of many peaceful nights. She drapes it around your shoulders and nods once more. You can rest here, she says, just for a while. You nod without speaking. You feel yourself sink deeper into the chair, into the warmth, into the hush. Your breath is soft now, even slow, steady, the kind of breath the earth makes when no one is watching. Outside, the owls begin their calls again, low, soft sounds, drifting like smoke, and the wind whispers gently through the tall pines. A lullaby of leaves, and so you sit there in the cottage beneath the pines, wrapped in warmth, in light, in silence. Your thoughts are feathers, your breath, a whisper. The world outside fades into a dream of stars and wind and shadowed trees. You are safe here. You are still. Let your eyes close. Let your breath carry you into the gentle dark, where the pines hum and the stars keep watch. Take another slow breath in and let it out softly, like a sigh into the night. There's no rush, no need to hold anything, only quiet, only ease. The fire still flickers gently now, casting a golden warmth that pulses like a heartbeat. Elowen moves around the room in silence, her feet barely whispering against the wooden floor. She gathers small bundles of dried lavender and rosemary from a shelf near the window. Her hands are practiced and calm, every motion graceful, as though she's done this 1,000 nights before. She places the herbs into a small bowl near the hearth, and with a flicker of flint and a breath of flame, they begin to smolder. A sweet, earthy scent fills the cottage, warm and grounding. The smoke curls slowly upward, dancing in the amber light, wrapping around you like the arms of sleep itself. You watch the smoke drift, soft and silver, and feel your eyelids grow heavier. Each curl of fragrant mist invites you further inward, into stillness, into rest. Elowen hums again, barely more than a murmur, just a melody carried by breath. She moves to a window and opens it slightly, letting in the cool breath of the forest. The air that enters is crisp, yet not cold. It smells of pine bark, damp moss, and distant rain. And with it come the sounds of the night, the distant trickle of a stream gently moving over stones, the occasional flutter of wings, the trees sighing with wind, and somewhere close an owl calls again, low, thoughtful, and unhurried. You settle deeper into the chair, the woolen blanket tucked gently under your chin. Your body grows heavier, softer, as if it's slowly becoming part of the quiet cottage, part of the earth beneath. Elowen takes a small oil lamp and walks toward a wooden staircase in the corner. You watch her ascend, each step a gentle creak, and she disappears into the loft above. A moment later, you hear the soft thump of a book being placed on a bedside table. The faint sound of her old rocking chair moving once again, and then stillness. The cottage breathes with you now. Its walls, its beams, the stone beneath your feet, all wrapped in peace. Outside, the pines whisper, their voices deep and slow. They speak in a language older than words. And though you cannot understand it, you feel the meaning. You are welcome. You are safe. You are home. A breeze stirs the lace curtain near the window. It lifts, flutters, then settles, like a sigh, and the stars glint faintly beyond the glass, distant and gentle and patient. Somewhere in the forest, a fox pads silently between the trees. Its paws press into moss and fallen needles, leaving no sound. It pauses at the edge of the clearing, nose lifted, ears twitching. It sees the light in the window, a thread of smoke in the air. And for a moment, it stays, still, watching. Then it turns and disappears into the shadows, its presence like a dream. You shift slightly in your chair, not out of restlessness, but out of comfort. The kind of small movement made just before sleep takes hold. The blanket is warm. The light is soft. Your breath slow, easy, even. And time, if it exists at all in this place, moves like a drifting cloud, unhurried, unshaped. The clock no longer ticks. The fire glows, steady and low, a final heartbeat before full night. Outside, the forest becomes a velvet sea, each tree a sentinel of peace, each shadow a cradle. The wind has calmed now, a hush spread wide across the world. not silence, but fullness. A quiet so complete it holds you without touching, and in that stillness you feel it, the presence of something vast and kind, the soul of the forest, the heart of the cottage, the breath of Elawan sleeping above. Your breath matches hers, soft, gentle, real, and with every rise and fall of your chest, you slip deeper into warmth, into softness, into rest. Let go now. Let the thoughts drift. Let the sounds of the night lull you further still. Each moment softer than the last. Each breath a stepping stone across the water toward sleep. Nothing is needed now. No effort, no worry. Just the sound of owls, the scent of herbs, and the warmth of a fire that was always meant to welcome you. And as your eyes close, fully, sweetly, you hear one last thing. Elawan's voice, barely a whisper. "Good night, traveler," she says. "Sleep until the stars are gone and the pines are golden with morning. And then, only stillness, only sleep. Let the hush stay with you, like a soft shawl drawn over your shoulders. Let your breathing stay slow, gently in and softly out, as you float in the hush between night and dream. Above, the old rafters of the cottage rest quietly in the dark. The stone walls hold the warmth from the fire, now dim and glowing like embers in memory. And the forest, wide and endless, sleeps too, wrapped in shadow and silver light. Upstairs in her loft, Elowen sleeps soundly. The rocking chair styles, the book resting by her side, unread. She dreams beneath a quilt of hand-stitched stars, her breath slow and steady, in rhythm with the trees, in harmony with the earth. The moon casts a beam through the window, catching the old wooden floor in a wash of pale blue. It touches the chair where you rest, the folded blanket at your feet, and the worn rug beneath you, patterned with swirls like wind. Outside, the pine branches stir gently again, as if offering a lullaby. They creak and sway in the soft wind, their song timeless and deep. Each movement of the trees adds to the symphony of the forest, a quiet music of leaves, air, and sky. A light mist has begun to rise from the ground, curling between the trunks of the trees. It gathers in soft ribbons over the moss and stones, glowing faintly in moonlight. The animals are still. The owls have gone silent, their calls no longer needed. And the fox, long gone now, curls beneath a fern-fringed hollow, dreaming too. And you rest in that same dream, held in the stillness of this place, cradled by the forest, blanketed by time. Your breath continues, slow and deep, in and out, the way the trees breathe, the way the earth sleeps. In your mind, you begin to wander, but gently, like a leaf floating downstream. There is no destination, only drifting, only the sound of water and wind and distant stars. You imagine walking through the forest paths again, but now with eyes closed, your footsteps silent. You pass the old well, the blackberry bushes, the moss-covered stones. Everything is soft and hushed, like it's waiting just for you. Each scent familiar, pine and cedar, and the last sweetness of Elawan's smoldering herbs. There's a stillness here that asks nothing of you, no demands, no expectations. Just presence, just breath. You are safe here, and you are known. Known by the stars above, by the roots below, by the gentle soul who lit the fire and whispered good night. Even the breeze has gone quiet now, as if it too has laid down to rest. And time has melted completely away. There is no tomorrow, no yesterday, only now, only peace. Let your mind slip further still. Let your body become as heavy and warm as the earth. Let go of thought, let go of shape. Let yourself drift like smoke from the chimney, rising, dissolving into sky. All around you, the world slumbers. The stars are slower now. The trees lean into one another, as if listening for dreams. And the little cottage beneath the pines, stone and wood and love, holds you close. If you listen carefully, you might still hear the heartbeat of the fire deep within the coals, or the soft, rhythmic creak of rafters as they settle into night. But even those sounds will fade soon, as you fall, softly, completely, into sleep. No thoughts, no edges, just warmth and stillness, and the breath of the forest, keeping time with your own. Sleep now, fully, sweetly. Let go, and when morning comes, if it must, it will arrive as gently as a petal on water, with sun through the mist and light on the leaves, and the scent of bread baking in a warm oven. But that's for another time. For now, stay. Sleep beneath the pines. Sleep where it's quiet. Sleep where you're safe. Sleep where the world whispers nothing but peace. Good night. Good night. Good night.